Hi everyone, Richard here, doing a selfie video with the 70mai A800. It's pitch black in the morning now, with only street lamps and vehicle headlights. So I'm gonna test this whether I can do vlogging with the dash cam, as well as how is the light on my face. Is the dynamic range or is the brightness good with the dash cam? And there's very minimal light outside other than street lights and headlamps from the vehicles. So as well as there's a request that came in to do pure black darkness test where there's no street lights. So I may have to find a street that does not have lights, which is kind of not easy when you're on the highway. I'll try to turn into some lanes where there won't be street. It's a good day to test because it's very dark. We're having dark skies and overcast. I think it may rain. It's even eaten up the moon. So we're supposed to have full moon now. And I saw a glimpse of the moon, but it's then eaten up by the clouds. So let me try to find a road further up, and in the meantime I will turn the camera back to the front so that you can see the street view and how it looks like on the street. Again, I received a firmware update. This new firmware is 0.15 ZWW. So let's test it out and see how the video or performance is like. The new firmware is supposed to update the GPS and speed timestamp on the display, but I don't see it. It should be on. I have to check when I find a dark spot to see where the GPS and the speedometer will show up on the display. Currently I don't see it. It is available on in the video when you watch it play back in your PC or phone. Even if it's connected to the phone app, you can still see the GPS as well as the speed timestamp. Okay, the sun is coming up. I can see some color shades in the sky, but it's still very, very cloudy. So the cloud has taken up most of the sky, and you can see the light blue breaking through the clouds, but it's going to be very strong overcast darkness here. Let's see, maybe there's some dark spot here. I can try it out. The shops are closed, so there should be some area that's pretty dark here. Okay, yep. Let's drive into McDonald's maybe. light here, so there's no street lamp, and let's turn it off. Okay, I've off my headlight, and that is how the camera is picking up the sky and McDonald's. There's no lights from my headlight on the street. Let's turn it back on. That's my parking light, and that's my street light, my headlamp. So that's my headlamp, and I'm going to off the headlamp that left the parking light, and that is off. So it's very bright on the screen itself. You can see McDonald's and the sky. It's amazing. The camera is pretty good in the dark. I'm not sure how's the ISO. Let's do a drive through McDonald's. This is without headlights. I don't have headlights. I'm going to on the headlights now. That's with headlights. I'm going to turn off the headlights and drive through McDonald's. And you can see McDonald's on the right. And you'll be wondering what am I doing driving with my headlamps. Turning, there's no headlights. I'm going to turn back on my headlight, and you can see the bikes on the left and McDonald's on the right. So that's how it looks like in the pitch dark without lights. So I'm going to turn it back. Okay, that's McDonald's behind me, and I'm going to drive out of here. Hopefully you can see my face. If you can see my face, that's amazing. That would be incredible, because there's no light here at the moment other than my headlights. Okay, let's move on and do some setting on the lane departure. I'm supposed to switch it on. I'll turn the camera back on the other way and do the lane departure setting. This new firmware has a different ADAS setup, and it is doing a longer scan than the previous one. At the same time, there is an indicator on the screen and horizontal lines that does the scanning. We'll give it a few minutes and let it do its job. At the same time, look at the sky. That is a beautiful morning sky. Finally the sun is breaking out from the clouds. The brightness of this camera is good. I think it can, even in the pitch black without my headlights, it seems to be showing what the eye won't be able to see, and I think that is a good sign that the sensitivity of this sensor, Sony sensor, I think it's IMX415, is an 8 megapixel sensor, and is designed for CCTV use. It's meant for the CCTV that Sony makes, and OEMs will use this sensor as well for their CCTVs. It is greatly suited for Dashcam, because the dynamic range is good and it's very bright in the dark. So now the sky is freaking, look at that, beautiful. Only thing that I miss from this Dashcam is the voice command, because I do take photographs with the voice command on the 70mai Pro, but it's not available on the A800. But I'm okay with that, because I can screen grab the pictures from the 4K video as well. So it's the max size of the 4K video from the app that I take picture with. So I can also screen grab from the video. So makes no difference from that. Unless they put in the full 8 megapixel pictures from the camera sensor, but I doubt that will happen. It's still doing the scan. From what I read, I think it's about 10 minutes that it's going to do the scan. That is pretty long to do a DAS scan. The previous scan was very fast. That makes it highly inaccurate actually. That is why the audio was jumping all over. Sometimes you get the lane departure, sometimes you get the you're too close to the front vehicle. Hopefully this one is calibrating well. Seems to be taking a long time. 10 minutes. Oh my god, I don't think you guys will wait 10 minutes in this video. You'll probably see 10% of the video and then you turn it off. So that's, maybe I'll just forward this and see how it looks. It's supposed to be darker, but it looks pretty bright on the dash cam. The ISO must be way up the roof. Still doing the scanning. Wow, it's really taking its time.